Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a long time. My apologies, I moved house and a bunch of real life stuff got in the way. But this is me back, uploading on a regular schedule. And today, Ghost of the Deep launches for Rite the 9. So I'm going to take a quick look to see what guns with rolls you should be chasing. First weapon is no survivors. This is a 720 solar submachine gun. And personally, this is going to be my chase weapon for Ghost of the Deep. Now, the perks that I'm looking at specifically are Heal Clip, Attrition Orbs, Master at Arms, and Incandescent. Now, bear in mind, when you get an adept, you'll get a double roll. So, ideally, for me, Heal Clip, Attrition Orbs, paired with Master at Arms and Incandescent, would be the roll to go for. Heal Clip gives you Cure 2 if you reload 5 seconds after getting a kill. And Attrition Orbs, the more damage you do, you create Orbs of Light. Pair this with Master at Arms. If you get a kill with any weapon, you get a 15% damage boost for 7 seconds. More kills increase that damage to 25%. And the timer will go from ×2 down to ×1 to finish. So you'll constantly have at least a 15% damage boost. But the more kills you get, the easier it will be to maintain that 25% damage boost. Incandescent, we all know it, we all love it. Bursts enemies into flames, ignitions, scorch, all that good stuff. The next one is new Pacific Epitap, which is a waveframe stasis grenade launcher. And to me, waveframe grenade launchers aren't really in a hotspot just now. They're good at ad clear, but a lot of primaries is if you get a splash perk on a primary, then that'll do the ad clear for you. I would want Envy's Arsenal with a utility perk, so lead from gold, you pick up heavy ammo, you get special ammo back. Demolitionist, you gain 10% grenade energy on kill of enemy, or recycled energy, which I believe is 5% of your least charged ability. Pair that with chain reaction, enemies will explode on kill, and then either elemental honing, so as you use more different elements, your damage stacks will go up all the way to 35% at max stacks. Each stack you apply will refresh your timer of 20 seconds. Then you have redirection. Every hit on a minor gives you 3 stacks. You can have a max of 30 stacks. Each hit you do at a major is a 33% damage boost, and that will consume 3 stacks. And then sword logic, if you're killing minors or majors, your damage bonus will go up to 25%. Bosses is more, but I can't really see you killing a boss with a waveframe GL. So my recommended role would be Envy's Arsenal paired with your most favourite utility perk. For me, that would be Demolitionist. And then on the fourth column, Chain Reaction paired with your most favoured damage perk. For me, this would be Redirection. The next weapon we'll look at is Greasy Luck, which is a rapid fire solar glaive. Now, I'm just going to say I'm not a glaive guy, I do not use glaives, so my recommendation, take with a pinch of salt. If you are a glaive main, you'll probably know better than me what perks to go for. But just looking at the perks here, the things that stand out to me most, I would say are melee momentum, paired with reconstruction, and then close to melee, paired with incandescent. Melee momentum gives you more shield energy and faster moving speed while blocking for 10 seconds for every melee kill. And then close to melee, when you get a projectile kill, your melee damage is increased by 35%. Then reconstruction, just to top up your ammo in the back pocket if you're using a primary. And then with incandescent, your projectile kills will make enemies explode, ignite through scorch, which will loop back in to your close to melee, 35%, which will then loop back into your melee momentum, and these 4 perks all will loop into each other. Reconstruction just means that you've always got ammo in your mag whenever you pull the glaive out. And finally, we have Cold Comfort, which is a stasis aggressive rocket launcher. This is basically a stasis version of Hazen's Vengeance from the Vault of Glass. The perks that I would personally put on it: Reconstruction, Envious Arsenal, paired with Bipod, and then whatever damage perk you prefer. I would also say that this would be the only weapon that I would use the original origin trait on it, which is Classy Restoration. When you finish an enemy, you store an extra rocket in the mag, which will automatically refill when you empty the mag. Reconstruction just tops up your ammo in the back pocket, and then Envious Arsenal is good for damage rotations. When you use all your weapons in the rotation, your rocket will automatically reload when you pull it out. I would say that Reconstruction is better for Grandmasters, and Envious Arsenal is better for boss damage settings when you're doing your damage rotations. Then for the fourth column, Bipod. So this gives you an extra rocket in your magazine. This again, I would say would be good for a Grandmaster setting. And then the other damage perks I would suggest: Explosive Light, 25% damage bonus on your rockets whenever you collect an Orb of Power. This stacks up to ×6 normally, ×7 enhanced. And then personally I would go bait and switch with Envious Arsenal so that you are proccing the 30% damage boost every time you're using your rocket in a damage rotation. There could be some hidden tech with Cold Comfort as well, given Bipod, Restoration, Ritual and also Envious Arsenal. So if you store a rocket with Restoration, Ritual and have Bipod on, and then during a damage phase you switch to bait and switch in Envious Arsenal, are you going to have more rockets for that first rotation? I would need to check it out. If you do manage to get the roll, then please check it out and let me know. It'd be very interesting to see what happens when all these stars are aligned. So there you have it. That's my recommendations for Ghost of the Deep. Good luck on all your runs. I hope you get your shiny Adepts. But other than that, thank you very much for checking out the video. I appreciate your time as always. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Any support you guys can give me would be greatly appreciated, especially after my month-long absence while moving house. But I'll be back soon with more Destiny 2 videos. Until then, all the best. Cheers.